After calmly passing 4 proposals for $4,000, the GA ran into some sensitive issues.
And stuff. And I've been involved with a couple of trips going to different places. I went to Washington about a year ago, funded by OB. I went to New York City on September 17th, funded by OB. Both times I feel like the fact that we had a giant slush fund to call from in order to get the money to do those projects was actually a huge organizing detriment. There were a lot of things fell through the cracks. Receipts didn't get brought back at the right time. There were parking tickets, car issues. And that brings me back to the reason why I haven't been back to GA except for to propose that the GA ends. I don't think that the GA is a functional unit anymore. I don't think that Occupy Boston is a functional unit anymore. The camps no longer exist, the social connections have massively diminished, and the GA is completely non-functional. It's a harmful space. I can't be in here for very long. It's very, very stressful and personally damaging to be here. So I'm going to go smoke a cigarette, and that's how I feel about this proposal.
Ellie, don't you think you should listen to what people say about?
No, I need to leave the room right now.
They.
People are worried about the future of the GA here. However, when the GA first started, there was nothing in it. It got its money from being a dynamic organization that attracted people to it, and they gave it money because it was doing something. The NLG, who are just the safety net that we all have. I don't know how many of you have been like held over the barrel of going to jail before, but it's terrifying. We have not reciprocated our responsibility to them as far as I am concerned.
When we had $60,000, we should have given them like 40. I think people that were giving us money, a lot of those people thought it was either going like to food or to legal, or I mean, they didn't really think of some of the things that we've spent it on.
Well, I heard rumors of that there was going to be a proposal brought that would just about basically empty out the OB bank. And at the time, my very strong suspicion was that there was a hidden agenda that was hidden very well. And that was basically to put a knife to kill this organization. This is a tiny amount of money. The amount of money that we have got left in this balance isn't what a group like City Life, La Vida, or whatever would spend in a month. Why do you want that $10,000, which will kill this fucking organization dead, from this group? And I say the hidden agenda is to kill OB. I've heard people talk about, I was here from day one, and God bless you everyone, I wasn't. And if you think that that's the way it should be, and if OB is already dead, then why you're here at our funeral? But why bother? Then we are all just jerking off.
We ain't going nowhere. Okay.
Why is that a problem?
One of the ones who called the first GA, called National Lawyers Guild, to get him to show up at the comments. But we weren't funded then. We managed to put together a movement that's changed the dialect and the discourse in America with no money.
Who thinks that the organization, let me finish. For somebody who thinks that the organization that I'm part of, the movement that I'm part of, is dead and irrelevant, and for you to make a pronouncement that I am defunct, there's a group of folks who's doing a bunch of shit, right? And for somebody to walk in and say, you're doing absolute crap, we're going to be done with your money, we're taking it, we're giving it to another group, my response is you can figure out the wording of it, but it ain't real pleasant. I feel this group, this movement, has useful contributions yet to be made.
Here.
They didn't do that in operating budgets.
I see the proposal to give the $4,000 to the Lawyers Guild as in essence saying Occupy Boston isn't
I think one point was stated that when people donated to Occupy Boston, they weren't donating to the NLG, they were donating to Occupy Boston. But I think proposals have gone out to Occupy Boston Radio, the Occupier, to blankets and tents, and to a whole bunch of other issues that people didn't directly donate to. So to say, I think the statement that there's a hidden agenda built in with this proposal, I think is some fucking bullshit. I'll use the same language that was being used when that was stated.
Yeah, I'd just like to say it was just very disappointing to hear
people who have not been actively engaged for whatever their reasons are show up and say that this is somehow not a legitimate group, and I just think it's insulting at best.
That a slightly modified triumvirate, maybe 5 or 6, 7 people have set themselves up in the position where anybody coming through Occupy Boston essentially has to prostrate themselves in front of either you, Rich, you, Caroline, or you, Linda, and with a few other people involved there. That's unhelpful.
Okay, this is part
Oh,
of the
that's cool.
process that
I don't
this is
care.
not, this is
Okay.
not.
I'm
You're a fucking ass.
So we
Okay,
prosecute.
you all say it. Hold on, no. It's my turn. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Like I said, I got a loud fucking voice.
Yeah, God, you're such an asshole.
I don't give
Okay.
a shit what you think. Because I don't
Why there's only
fucking
9
want to lie down at your
Okay, I'm gonna
feet in order to have
counter you.
anything said that go
Okay, I'll
through.
counter you.
Thanks, guys.
Disgusting.
Yeah, did it.
We still, there was a quorum call and now I think.
And of course, the question is, if 75% of us feel that we have enough people to represent Occupy Boston, then we have quorum. If 75% of us do not feel that way, then we do not have quorum. So if you feel that we have quorum, please raise your hand. That means that we have officially quorum.
Good, thank you.
15 out of 20.